All right, what's up? We're live. So I tried to shoot this video on Saturday and then another one on Sunday, but YouTube actually took it down because I had personally identifiable information on mine. So I'm going to try to avoid that this time, and I'm going to double check what my screen looks like before I put it up. So the videos don't get taken down, because I was on a roll with streams here and then had to take some down. Because YouTube did not like that I was sharing people's public info. So what I'm going to do today is show you the CRM that I'm using. There's no publicly identifiable information here. So we're just going to make sure that this video is compliant as possible for YouTube's sake, so we can keep the streams going. So I just want to touch base on the CRM really quick. I use a CRM called the ACS Machine from my buddy Ryan Fletcher. It's got about 100 or 1,000 plus automations. And the reason why I use it is, for me side hustling, it's a huge time saver. It's integrated with a software tool called Sales Message, also with an email. I have a website that's all connected to it. And basically what it allows me to do is take the acquisitions process and narrow it down to a handful of conversations versus having to do all those conversations all over the phone with every single seller. I'm able to kind of just filter out the people that need to be chatted with now, and let the automation set those appointments for me, essentially. So basically what it does is, as new leads come in, I just got a couple from IPED Lead tonight that I will stream in the morning of me making live calls to these. But I had some affiliate credit that came in from IPED Lead. If you're not familiar with IPED Lead, it's basically a lead marketplace where you can go out and buy leads specifically in areas that you like. So they were running a sale. I noticed that I had some affiliate credit, and I wanted to start talking to sellers, because really that's how we're going to make any money here, is not by doing all the stuff in the background, doing the streams, doing everything that's happening. So in IPED Lead, if you're familiar with it, it's a pay-per lead network. You can basically go in and just buy leads for wherever market you're in. Obviously, you can see that there's different lead prices. They run specials quite often. I got a coupon code for $5 leads for their sell leads, which is basically their older leads. The reason why I take those older leads is because inside of my ACS machine here, I have a bunch of different campaigns, specifically like my 5-day first contact. I have sorry, I have to pause some of this. But I have my 5-day first contact, I have my 5-day post yes, my 12-month reactivation. I have all these campaigns that are built in here. So if we take a look at like my 12-month reactivation, because there's no contact data here, I just drag and drop these cards and the automation fires. So if a new lead comes in, basically what I do is I review the contact info. I can actually show you that. Let me freeze the screen here for a second. And I'm just going to go to what it looks like to put a new lead in, so you can see kind of what that looks like, what details I'll capture, and all that fun stuff. All right, so as you can see here, I would put in the property address. Actually, this happens through Zapier, through automation. So as I buy them from IPED Lead, or need to sell my house fast, or any pay-per lead provider, or for my website, it basically just set up an integration, drops the lead in, their contact information. Again, this is an example. There's no contact info here, so YouTube don't take down my stream. Where the lead source came from, how much the lead cost, the market, all of that. I basically put that in there, and once it's in there, I will say the lead status is a secure lead. So I'll double check and make sure it's not fake or junk, or it's not on do not call list or something, or it's a duplicate or anything like that, or it's not listed. So I secure the lead. This is a valid lead. It's for off market. And then I'll put it into my 5-day first contact. So in my 5-day first contact, basically what happens is I'm going to flip to a couple of the cards here, just kind of make this easy to see. So on my 5-day first contact, again, as you can see here, I basically just drag and drop these cards. So I take this card, drop the contact over to day 2, and it triggers automations. Day 3 triggers automations, day 4 triggers automations, day 5 triggers automations. If they don't respond, then I mark them on their contact record as not responded. So there's never contacted sequence here. And then they go into 12-month follow-up. So 12-month follow-up is emails justifying why they should sell off market. Ryan calls these HGTV emails. So they're all set up. The benefit of working with someone like Ryan, as opposed to just going out getting your own CRM and building this all out, is Ryan's built like a decade worth of assets, and it took me a few hours going through his program to set it all up. I didn't have to go in here and try to recreate all of this or figure out what the text should say or how the automation should fire or when they should fire. It's all been tested and proven, and Ryan's getting a 28-to-1 ROI on this. So one of the things that I've learned about this whole journey, or about just entrepreneurship in general, is just pay for the shortcuts. Like, it's not worthwhile trying to figure it all out on your own. Like, go find someone that has the info and go pay them for the info, or pay them for the access to their systems or their tools, because you'll get much further ahead a lot faster. There's a book called Buyback Your Time that I think everyone should read. This is an example of buying back my time. So Dan Martell, he's a SaaS coach. He has this book called Buyback Your Time. If the principle in this is basically, as you grow your business, you want to buy back your time so you can work on higher leverage activities. I have the capacity and the ability to go build out my own custom CRM with all the automations and everything that goes along with it, but that takes a lot of time. So I can go pay Ryan to get a decade worth of his assets and positioning and messaging and all the things that he's tested, and buy back all of that time for a few $1,000s. I would much rather do that versus trying to figure it all on my own. Again, this is another concept, who not how. Who has the knowledge that you need? Who has the resources that you need? Just go out and get that instead of trying to do it all on your own. So you buy back your time to help you work on higher leverage activities. We don't buy back our time so we can sit around and do nothing, because then we're not working on higher leverage activities. We're working on lower leverage activities. So as I grow this business, because I'm only doing it as a side hustle, I only have so much time. And I think that's probably to my benefit, because I think people have too much time to work on their business, and they ultimately work on lower leverage activities. Because I don't have a ton of time to do it, I'm only going to focus on the highest leverage activities, which is getting money for marketing, which I'll talk about my progress is on that, or talking to sellers, making offers, and getting deals done. Those are the highest leverage activities for me right now, and eventually I can get rid of those. And then my highest leverage activity is going to be making sure that the machine runs, making sure that the machine, the finances are correct, and that the right people on the right seats, and that type of stuff. That's going to take me less time, but it's going to be higher leverage, meaning it's going to have a higher impact in the business. So the time constraints that I have are probably actually to my benefit, because now I don't spend my time working on stuff that doesn't move the needle for me right now. And anything that doesn't, I go hire it out, go find someone to do it. I pay for the access, or I use my network to get the information that I need. For example, I had the opportunity where I got some private money for a deal here in Arizona, so I've been taking a little bit of time to underwrite a few flips in my area. I know it's specifically going to be wholesaling, but when opportunity presents yourself, it makes a lot of sense to take those opportunities and gain the experience. So I have this tool from, I think this is Tiffany and Josh's program that I pay for. They're 2-day, They're a 2-day like virtual class or something like that. But basically I have this deal analyzer spreadsheet that allows me to underwrite deals, kind of put in some assumptions and this is like their base one. So like this isn't an actual deal that I'm working, but I can put in all the numbers, and I can figure out, based off of all these numbers, my holding costs, what my private money is going to cost, what my hard money is going to cost, taxes, fees for holding costs, buying costs, attorneys, agents, realtors, all that stuff. I can figure out what my estimated profits are going to be on a flip, and figure out if it's worthwhile. And through this process, I leveraged a lot of my connections to figure out, like, okay, what's the rehab going to be? What GCs can I use? Who can I go get flooring with? Who can I have someone take a look at the numbers and make sure that I'm, estimating it right? Who can I get help with inspections? Who can I go buy hard money from? And now I have a connection for hard money. I have GC's connection. I have flooring. I have tile. I have people that will help me underwrite deals. I have inspectors. I have everything that I need to basically start flipping houses in Arizona, including hard money connections and private money. Now it just becomes about finding a deal. And what I'm noticing, because all the deals that I've been sourcing have been from wholesalers, is that the net profits on the deals are 20 to 30K, which is okay. It's a good profit, but for me being brand new in the business, it's not enough margin for error. Even though I have experienced people that are looking at it and giving me insights, we're just looking at like the dollar per hour that I would put into it and the amount of time and risk that I have. And like for instance on this deal, if my numbers when I came out of it was 10K, that's an easy pass for me. Like I'm not gonna spend 3 to 6 months flipping a deal to make 10 grand. I want to make 40 or 50 grand on that flip. And again, the only reason I'm looking at it or looking at any flips in general is because we have access to the crews, I have access to the private money, I have access to the deal sources. Really what I'm finding is I just probably need to go out and source my own deals or just review more deals to where I can find some that are in that sweet spot where I can net. I mean, my minimum profit that I look for is 40K. And if it ends up being 20K, then that's okay because I built in that margin. But I want to start with 40K, and let's say I just got a bunch of things wrong and I end up with 20K. Still not a bad day to end up at 20K. So basically what I'm doing is looking for opportunities to create revenue, specifically in real estate investing, and sometimes it's just deal by deal. Now, going back to the wholesaling piece, because that was a journey down the flip side, is I did get a partner for marketing money. So it was actually a partner I play basketball with. They have a group that they're basically collectively putting marketing dollars in and marketing in Florida and a couple of other places. I specifically want to start doing deals in Florida. And the way that I tie into this partnership is I'm going to be running the pay-per-click ads specifically for the group. So multiple different campaigns. We have partners that are all going to be doing acquisitions and some are going to be doing dispositions. And we're just going to be splitting the deals that come from this partnership. And I'm going to go raise money still from agents to put into this group. Essentially, we're going to fund all of the marketing from agents. They have money for marketing, but this is a way for me to go out and source and start doing deals as a part of this group, in addition to what money I can raise and put into the marketing and run on my own. So again, the who not how principle. What this solves for me specifically is working with a group where I can leverage my skills, which is marketing, to run the PPC for everyone in the group. Is I'm basically putting into the partnership those marketing skills, and I'm getting back marketing dollars in the markets that I want to run in. And then also I will get help doing acquisitions. Again, because I'm working full time, I can't necessarily always do the acquisitions. And I'm also getting help with the dispositions because we have access to Investor Lift, we have access to our own cash buyers in those markets. So what it solves for me is there's a lot of things that would take a ton of time that by giving up some of the potential revenue of the deals, I get access to dispo, I get access to help with acquisitions, I get access to marketing dollars, and I contribute the marketing, the lead flow, the lead gen to the group, and then my talents on being able to reach out to agents and get dollars from marketing. So I think it'll be a win-win. We'll test it out. We'll see how it works. I think it's probably going to be a good situation for me specifically, again, because time constraints. I won't have to put, I'll still have to put time into it, but I won't have to put as much time as I would if I was doing all the acquisitions, all the dispositions, funding all the marketing myself. Will I get less money total? Like, am I going to get a smaller piece of the pie than if I kept it all on my own? Sure, but that's not what it's about. We're looking for at a bigger whole, and if it helps me move closer to my goal, I can always pivot and say, hey, this isn't really working out the way that we thought it was. It's not enough ROI for me, or my dollar per hour is too low, or with my time constraints, I don't have enough bandwidth to do it in the structure that we're doing it. I can always pivot. Because one thing I think Pace says this all the time is you're not a real business owner if you're looking for someone to give you step A, step B, step C, all the way through and just tell you do this, do that, click here, click do that. That's what you get at a job. Someone to tell you what to do or give you a framework to work within. As an entrepreneur, you kind of have to you have to go down these different paths and see how things work. Sometimes they work out great, sometimes they don't work out great, but you have to be able to pivot and adjust from there and decide what works. So I'm going to give this just a try. I'm going to go also raise money from agents to put into marketing specifically, and then contribute to this group where I get to leverage some help on acquisitions, leverage some help on dispositions, and I think it's going to move me closer to my goal. So I actually think it'll allow me to go a little bit bigger than my goal. So I'm going to give that a try, but just wanted to pop on, give a quick update on progress. I'm still going to be doing agent outreach. I've done probably a handful of those. Like I said, I picked up about 5 leads from IPED Lead, because I had affiliate credits from my 2-hour wholesaler course where I specifically teach people how to run PPC for their businesses, the structure, the setup, the keywords, the landing pages, everything that you need to run PPC for your business. I have affiliate links in that program. It's another way that I monetize it. And IPED Lead is one of those partnerships that I have that I get affiliate credits for. So on that concept, I want to dive a little bit deeper, but one of the things that I think is really important, especially in the real estate business, is figuring out different ways to monetize your journey. It's often overlooked that we are on this journey, and there's multiple ways to make money from it. For me, I can make money by monetizing this challenge. I can make money by getting people to my email list and selling products or affiliate courses. I can make money by getting referral partners that send me deals that I flip or then I wholesale to our cash buyers. There's a bunch of different ways that I can monetize what I'm doing every single day in multiple different ways. So as a byproduct of me going on this journey for the next 6 months, I can find multiple ways to make money other than just wholesaling. And by doing that, it allows me to build a secure base. It allows me to make it more profitable, make it a lot more fun, because I'm just sharing what I'm up to. And if people want to follow along and they want to follow on the same journey, they want to buy the courses that I recommend, they want to go try out IPED Lead, they want to go try out Ryan's stuff, then great. But I'm not going to sit here and put together a 90-minute webinar selling their products or whatever. I'm just, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm sharing. If I make money from it, great. Put it back into my main target. Put it back into what my main goal is, which is building the business as a side hustle. And then I keep it moving there. So just keep eyes out for different ways that you can monetize your journey. If that's just sharing your story on Facebook, sharing your story on Instagram, sharing your story on streams like this, on YouTube or other platforms, by all means, figure out ways to monetize the things that you do, like taking your sawdust from the sawmill and packaging that and then turning it into pellets for a Traeger. There's all these like little ways that businesses can monetize that we just often overlook. So just want to point that out as something that I'm doing along the journey. So hopefully this is helpful. Again, if you want links to check out Ryan's software, the ACS machine, it comes in his partner program. That link is down below. If you want to join my email list and get email updates on how I'm doing, I publish to my newsletter a couple times a week. There's about 7,000 people there that I send emails out to. We'll also do promotions there and giveaways and all kinds of stuff. That link is down below. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It just helps me, know that people are out there watching it. If you subscribe, leave some comments down below. But it just lets me know that I'm making progress on the challenge and it's actually impacting people. Not that it matters that much to me, whether you subscribe or not, but it's just helpful to know that I'm not out here just talking to my phone every night and no one cares about it. I do see the comments. I do see some of the likes and loves that we're getting so far. So I appreciate it. But I'm going to keep publishing, keep streaming for the next 6 months. I did miss Saturday and Sunday because Google or YouTube took down my streams because when I did the CRM demo and then I was showing how I was working leads inside the CRM, YouTube did not like that I had people's public information out there. In this video, there's no public information out there, so YouTube, don't take down my stream this time. So yeah, that's it for me tonight. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow morning. We're going to make some calls to sellers. I'll show you how that process works with my ACS machine and sales message. I'll show you some of the content that's sent out there just so you can see the cool stuff that Ryan has built out there. And we'll keep on chugging along.